Hey, what's up? You are listening to the Spiritual Millennial Podcast. My name is Kevin Oberhausen, and this is episode number 005. Hey, what's up? Thanks for listening. My name is Kevin Oberhausen, and today we're introducing the guided meditation aspect of the broadcast. And we're going to lead with a guided meditation with Archangel Raphael. So this meditation is a recording of a live broadcast from the Meditation Monday series that happens every Monday at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. And this is actually the first meditation that went live on that series. And these meditations are channeled meditations. So we're often working with archangels, ascended masters, things like that. And I'm really excited to start sharing them with you. So the format as these come up will not only just be the meditation, but usually a little bit of a snippet diving into some of the topics that were covered. Now, these meditations might be a little bit different than what you're used to. They're a little bit more active. And when I say active, I mean that there's often a variety of energetic clearings and things of a similar nature involved, what are called activations, so like energetic activations, just like think of like sparking up different parts of your energetic or systems or your spiritual anatomy. And there's some language that you might not be used to up front, but we'll go over it before we transition into the meditation. Now, I did intend to go a bit into some topics related to the meditation today. And the focus for this meditation was on assisting you in making connection more easily, or realizing the ease of connection and how connections can be made. So this is, you'll be doing clearings around energies, helping to experience connection with ease around, family, friends, and partners, and various energies related to that. And so I had started with a little bit on how to naturally deal with and overcome anxiety, as that can be a very common experience as a perceived barrier to connection. But that bit ended up going so long, I'm just going to turn it into its own episode, which is going to come out in next week. So next week we'll be going over some ways to naturally overcome with anxiety. I'll take a deep dive into not only what those different aspects or what those different things are, but also talk about, a lot of this is coming from my own personal experience and how I went from not being able to be the new person in a room without internally freaking the fuck out, or at times being in a room even full of friends. And when the anxiety hits, all of a sudden I'm questioning like every little thing that's being said, or every little laugh feels, like just tons of paranoia and fear and weird shit. And the things that we'll talk about in next week's episode really dive in, and the things we'll talk about in next week's episode help me get past that, to where I'm excited to meet new people and I don't get the weird paranoia and shit when around others, and different little techniques. So it turned out to like a 30 or 45 minute episode. So that's just going to come out next week. And then the weeks following that, we're going to be doing a self-love series, going over a few different things. And I may have a special guest for a couple of those. But yeah, so the little tidbit that would have gone in front of today's meditation is just not going to be its own thing. With that, though, the meditation will be great prep to dive into that. Especially if you are someone who deals with anxiety. But no matter what, today's meditation will assist you in connecting with others more easily, even if anxiety is not a thing for you. And I do encourage you to listen to next week's episode, because within the anxiety stuff, we'll give a little bit of a spoiler, is some insight around truly expressing who you are and tapping into that and fully just not only expressing it, but appreciating that expression. Coming back to the meditation, a couple of things you may not be familiar with that are worth mentioning up front. So, a few things. One, you may experience different subtle sensations throughout the meditation, such as heat, tingling, cold. Your stomach might bubble. You might feel different pressures. You may see colors. You may feel drowsy or fall asleep. You might not feel any of that, and that's okay. If you don't feel like you're noticing any of these sensations, it doesn't mean anything's wrong. It doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means that you're not noticing those sensations right now, which is okay. Again, it's still, everything's still working as needed. With that, I'll also mention, if you do drift or fall asleep, no worries as well. Your I am presence, your higher self, is fully in assistance with this, has the wheel in those times and throughout, if you allow it. And so if you drift or you fall asleep, everything is still working accordingly. So if you put this on before bed and you fall asleep while listening to it, again, no worries. Next is some vocabulary. Now, I don't quite remember if it ends up being used in this meditation, but in future meditations, that will probably come up at some point, if not right away in this one, as these meditations will start to get released regularly within the podcast. So every couple of weeks, maybe sometimes it'll be 2 weeks in a row. We'll kind of see, giving it a little bit of a free flow form here, but I am changing the podcast format to a weekly format, and the meditations will be a large part of that. So a couple of things that you may not be familiar with. One is your Earth Star chakra. This is a chakra located a little bit below your feet, about a foot or so. This assists you in grounding with your connection with the planet, things of that nature. Then we may talk about what's called your higher heart chakra, which is the heart chakra located near the thymus. Not called your higher heart chakra because it's holier or anything, just because it's located above the physical heart chakra. And then you have chakras 8 through 12 above the head. You actually have many more than that, but 8 through 12 is usually what will be referenced. And generally in the meditations, if we go into something like that, we'll dive more into what those are about at the time. But really all you need to know is that if something's referenced, that you don't feel like you have reference for, as long as you have the intention for the work to be done there, you're set, right? So if something goes into the 8th chakra, you can just imagine it, right? And however it shows up when you imagine it, that's cool. Again, there's no way you're supposed to see something, feel something, etc. If that doesn't really appear, or you start to feel lost, like, where the fuck is that? Is that a foot above my head? Is that by the moon? Is it by Saturn? Like, is it out in another galaxy? What the fuck? Just take a deep breath. And again, like, as long as you have the intention for the work to be done there, or you have the intention to be open to receive, which all that takes is the affirmation in your head or aloud if you'd like. I am open to receive. Archangel Raphael, I'm open to receive. And that's all it takes. Throughout the whole meditation, in fact, if throughout the whole meditation, all you did was affirm that and took a deep breath and just affirmed, I am open to receive, anytime you felt like you wanted to adjust back to that openness or recenter yourself for something, you're solid. That's all you need. Just the willingness to be open, the intention to be open to receive, and taking those deep breaths, the intention to allow the work to be done. As long as you have the intention to be in a state of allowance, to be open to receive, and you just remain with that breath, because the breath will help facilitate the flow of energy, the clearing of energy, the activating of energy, the adjustments to new frequencies, all of it. Bring yourself to a state of allowance, because with deep breathing, you're helping you bring yourself back to the heart. You bring yourself back to the heart. You bring yourself into a mode of allowance, because love allows. And that's a whole nother topic in and of itself, the love allows thing. But all of this, in short, to say, observe the experience, have the experience you have. There's no right or wrong one to have. This is a meditation you can do more than once. But again, it's not your meditation experience, or the benefits of the meditation are not less because you didn't have sensations or a certain amount of sensations or didn't see things. In fact, if you do it today and have a bunch of sensations and do the meditation later and have less sensations, it doesn't mean less was cleared. It doesn't mean anything was less effective or things like that. It's just sometimes the experience is different, or we're just aware of different things, or even people can just get a little too caught up in their heads. So before this turns into a longer intro than I wanted it to be, again, just taking a deep breath and allowing, you will have the experience that is aligned with the highest and best with you. Everything in the meditation is set to happen in complete accordance with the will of your I am presence or your higher self, in accordance with divine will. There, of course, not being any separation between the two, um, which again is another topic that we'll talk about in a future episode. So, without any further waiting, take a deep breath and we will transition into the meditation. And if you like today's meditation, you can join us live every week on Facebook, on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Kevin Oberhausen official. We go live 8 p.m. Central every single Monday. Enjoy. And so if you're on, you can go ahead and start taking a deep breath. And as you take these deep breaths, go ahead and allow for any stresses, tension, tightness to come up to the surface of the body and to start to flow out, riding out on these out breaths, floating out up off the body. And as you continue with these breaths, you can begin to see, feel, allow, imagine your body beginning to light up. Waves of divine light and love flowing to you. And now as you breathe, see, feel, allow, imagine. As you breathe in this divine light and love, and as you breathe it in, it flows freely throughout your body, beginning to fill it more and more. Filling the torso, the hips, legs, all the extremities, filling into the fingertips. As it pours throughout the arms, you may feel your body feeling a little bit lighter, maybe start to tingle. And with this, just continue to breathe deeply. And as you breathe deeply, allowing your breath to facilitate the movement of this energy, or rather, not allowing the breath to facilitate it, but the breath naturally facilitates this. Continuing to breathe As you continue to breathe, a green energy begins to glow underneath of you, and little plants, vines, leaves, things like this. See, feel, allow, imagine as they begin to extend up from the ground underneath you. This green energy flowing up from the earth, now flowing into that divine light that's moving through the body. And as this happens, this growing nature that you can see, feel, allow, imagine coming up begins to wrap around and merge with the body. And as this happens, begins to assist you in grounding, releasing any energies of anxiousness, fear. There's nothing you need to do to force or make this happen. Just continue to breathe, allowing for these earth energies to flow through your own. Wrap through the different parts of the body, harmonizing, balancing, clearing. And as this happens, the parts of your energy systems in the body that are being cleared of these energies are then becoming activated by this divine light and love. Activate, activate, activate. And a deep breath, continuing again with the deep breathing through the whole thing. As this process continues, and as you continue to breathe, you begin to breathe in this earthly energy as well. Same with that divine light and love. And as you continue to breathe deep and breathe this variety of energies within, they begin to flow together more harmoniously, naturally, moving still through the body, moving out any of these energies of stress or anxiousness. Stress or anxiousness about what's coming up this week. Things that you're carrying from last week that you no longer need to carry with you. As this occurs, just breathing, breathing. Archangel Raphael coming to assist each of you through this process. As you continue breathing, Raphael beginning to work with you in a more focused way. And at this point, just breathing, breathing, breathing. And you can see, feel, allow, imagine as this angel comes to you and begins to assist in working with the energies in the heart space, stagnant energies in the chest, around love and healing, energies that are being held on to, judgments, beliefs, and the like. Stagnant energies that you're using to keep yourself from allowing healing in various areas of your life. And just continue to breathe. Hello and a good evening. It is now the voice of Archangel Raphael that speaks with you. I am very excited and feel a bit curious about the communication this evening. It is an interesting treat to speak and communicate in this way, broadcasting to so many places when really I'm able to communicate in all of these places with each of you directly. No need to broadcast through a microphone. I can and am communicating with each of you right now and would like to share a bit of a personal message for each of those that are open to receive. And so at this time, I'm taking the deep breaths, regardless if you are listening to this live at the moment that the channel is sharing it or a recorded version of this in the future. While listening to this meditation and engaging with it at this moment, I will arrive to you and look to interact with you in a direct way. And so, all you need to do is take a deep breath in, affirm in your minds, Archangel Raphael, I am open to receive. And allow the message to come through. Taking deep breaths. And just allow this message does not need to be restricted to a very conscious awareness of it, though you may have one. You may receive this information through sensation, clairvoyance, a type of knowing. Some of you may hear me. Though rest assured, if you do not feel that you are aware of the message at this time, that you are still receiving it, and that it will sit with you. And if you would like, or if you are open to it, I will continue to send this message as you continue to take it in and integrate it. This is a message of personal power, a message reminding you of that divine love and light that you are, and the innate ability within you to heal, both to heal yourself and facilitate healing for others, but very specifically now, a message, energies focused in reminding you or bringing your awareness to that ability to create your own health, whether that be physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual, or otherwise. You have the ability to create this health or allow this health, same as you have the power to create all aspects of your life. You can and at some point will come to release all of these things that you are deciding to hold back. But you are not limited to the things that are perceived to be outside you or the definitions that the societies around you have placed on any sort of well being. Again, whether that's some form of physical health, some form of mental or emotional health. And by emotional or mental health, I do not just mean being what you would call psychotic, but healing past things like old relationships and breakups, family issues. For many on this meditation or listening, do have family issues that they desire to heal. And all of this you are able to heal within yourself. You are able to heal within yourself. You have all of the power, tools, energy, etc., to accomplish this. Now, you also have a large amount of assistance not only from myself, but from many other beings like me, archangels and angels, but also what you often refer to as ascended masters, multidimensional masters, or as the channel likes to refer to all of us collectively, multidimensional friends. We are here all the time to help assist you. All you need to do is affirm that you are open to receive. We are always here, always open to assist. It is often your own reservations, judgments, mindsets, etc., that keep you from interacting with this assistance. But it is always here, as it is now in this meditation. And so, I ask for you to take another deep breath remaining as always with the deep breathing. And as you do this, you can set the intention to call up or allow to surface the energies that you're holding in the areas of the heart and chest, that heart space, these old stagnant energies that are keeping you, or more accurately, that you are using to keep you from experiencing more of the love and connection that is already available to you here. And so you can see, feel, allow, imagine as these energies come to the surface. I am with each of you, working with you in this space. As these energies come up, these are energies that are hindering the romantic relationships, the ease of connection, and as these come up, we prepare to clear, clearing, clearing, clearing. Continuing with the deep breath again, assisting in the facilitation of the clearing and the movement of energies. And as these energies clear and you continue to breathe, breathing in more of this divine love and light that you've been breathing in, that has continued to flow through with each breath, it now fills into these spaces, more and more of your body shining bright, these spaces filled with love and light, glowing, shining bright with love, with love, with love. Taking another deep breath. I am Archangel Raphael. And now we call forward to the surface, or allow to surface more completely, these stagnant energies which affect that connection with others, with friends, with those that you find joy to spend time with, that assist in being a part of your journey forward, the support, the sharing, a reflection of the connection with those around you. The opportunity to experience that natural flow of love and light through your heart to others, moving from your heart to theirs, from theirs to elsewhere, and the same coming the other direction. We now prepare to clear these energies that you are holding on to that keep you from experiencing this more freely, more easily. And not just the connection or having of friends, but the ability and the allowance to surround yourself with those who truly support you, or words that the channel likes to share, those that you would call wing fluffers. We will also at this time clear energies, discordant energies being held around past friendships that no longer need to be held on to, old energies that can be released, as they no longer have a need to be carried on into your present moment. And so with this, we call these energies up some more, continuing with the deep breaths. We'll give just a moment to allow these to surface further before clearing. And so we clear, clear, clear. A team of angels coming in to assist with the removal and transportation of these energies. Just continue breathing, allowing for the clearances to take place, continue taking place. Now, as you continue to breathe, allowing more of that divine light and earthly energy to flow through and fill these spaces, clear these spaces, there are a couple of pieces of this energy remaining, and we will begin to loosen this up and bring energies around these stuck pieces to begin to detach and shake them loose. Again, just breathing deeply, You can see, feel, allow, imagine, if you wish, these different streams of energy flowing in and around these pieces, helping to loosen them, detach them. You may feel a lightness or an expansion in your chest or other shifts in the body. This is normal. Deep breaths. And as these energies move through and loosen up, we begin to clear them. The energies now moving through faster, separating these stuck pieces more and more from your fields. In different parts of your systems. And as they continue to be separated more, as they reach a certain distance, I have still my team of helpers. And as I bring in these helpers come in, they move to these different pieces to help contain them. And as they contain, you may notice your fields begin to relax, allowing for more of the separation. And as this occurs, breathing in more of that divine light, cosmic love, those earthly energies, and those energies that were helping to assist the removal of these pieces, helping further still. And as this takes place, we prepare to clear once and for all. And we prepare to do that now. Clearing, clearing, clearing. Again, just remaining with the breath. Allowing that divine light and cosmic love to move through freely through the body and into these spaces, and allowing for yourself to move into that mode of allowance, allowing for more and more of that release, assisting and facilitating with more and more of that release. And so we will do 1 or 2 more clearances before we wrap this up. Though, of course, I'm open to continue working with you. As I mentioned before, all you ever need to do is call us. Taking another deep breath. And at this time, I will assist in bringing in, as will my team, more of these energies around friendship to bring into these spaces, to assist you with bringing in these new desired energies or these new energies of friendship and freedom, support that assist you in attracting and creating and experiencing living this type of lifestyle or just way of having those around you. And at this point, again, continuing to breathe and smile, allowing that smile, allowing that joy. That smile, and that breath, allowing for more and more of this freedom and flow, facilitation of this work. Taking deep breaths, bringing more of this energy. In a few moments, we will activate. Final clearings. Any final residues, clear, clear, clear. Bringing more of those energies of friendship and freedom, support. Filling these spaces entirely now, in their entirety now. And taking a deep breath. And we activate, activate, activate. Just continue breathing, allowing for the integration of these energies. And we will begin to move to wrap up. After one more clearing around the energies of family, healing these relationships. And so, as before, allowing for these energies to come up, all those that no longer serve you in accordance with the will of your I Am Presence, your divine selves, and in accordance with divine will. And we will prepare to clear all these old energies of fights, of anger, family gatherings, uncomfortable interactions, clearing the past for new experiences, for releasing the old. Taking a deep breath, maybe a little discomfort as these energies surface, but taking a deep breath, sending love to any situations that may come to mind, releasing the focus of those situations, allowing them to flow away, coming back to the breath, allowing these energies to flow through, bringing more of my assistance to assist in the removal of these energies. And with a couple more deep breaths, we move through the bodies, and up to clear, 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 clearing, clearing, clearing. Feel the openness that moves through these spaces, allowing divine light and love to pour into them. This earthly energy assisting in the harmonization, the balancing, the integration, the flow of all of these energies, and the grounding of your entire system. Grounding assists in the integration of these things, which is why the channel was putting such a focus on doing the grounding meditations initially. And so my teams and I will continue to do some final clearances. You can see, feel, allow, imagine us as we move through the body, through the energy systems, over and over again, removing more and more energies, clearing more and more of these energetic channels, more and more lines of these energies, different aspects of your energetic systems. And as this happens, you may feel a slight buzzing. If you feel a little lightheaded, simply activating your Earth Star. Activating your Earth Star. Activate, activate, activate. And you can activate this as well simply with the command activate Earth Star, activate Earth Star, activate Earth Star. This will activate your Earth Star chakra and again further assist in the grounding of these energies. Will help with any lightheadedness that may appear as these energies are cleared out and as this new flow of energies, these new flows of energy being pouring through your system, allowing for more of that connection. Or assisting you in allowing for more of that connection, allowing more of this freedom and flow of these energies, of your connections with others, allowing that connection to happen more easily, as it does not need to be difficult. These energies of connection, of friendship, these channels of energy of friendship and connection flowing more freely through your body now, connecting through various aspects of your systems. Again, just continuing with the breath as I and my teams assist you with this. Just allowing, allowing, allowing. Continuing with the breath. Continuing with the breath. See, feel, allow, imagine as these energies flow through freely, including that divine cosmic love and light that you've been breathing through, those earthly energies, everything flowing through naturally, that divine light shining bright, your body shining brighter and brighter and brighter, the love flowing more easily, more easily, more easily, those energies of connection flowing through your body easily and now out from your systems, out throughout the universe, throughout the planet, through each piece of existence, every moment, every piece and point, with love and support, excitement, passion, and joy, and ease and a freedom with this inflowing through. Energies of freedom and ease flowing too. And deep breaths. I am Archangel Raphael, and I assist you and will continue to assist you further with this. All you need to do is call me to you at any point. You can do this at night in bed, calling me to, or any point where you feel that you are ready or want to take the time and space to do this. It doesn't necessarily have to be at a time that you are alone in a quiet space. Really, just any time you would like to continue to work. Though a time when you can take a deep breath and settle in, whether that's sitting on a train or at home in your bedroom. It's a wonderful time to continue with this work. Really, it's a moment where you can drift into that allowance. But all you need to do is call me in and ask to continue, and we can continue clearing through these types of things, as well as others as the work expands. You can begin to practice communicating with myself and others simply by calling us in, asking questions, or asking for assistance, and just paying attention, taking a deep breath and allowing, and just remaining aware, observing of what you see, feel, notice different impressions, what you may hear, and just taking a deep breath and allowing as you are now. I love you. And as we move to wrap up this meditation, I do want to further share that I love you and that I am always here with you and to support you. All you ever need to do is just call me to you. Though often I am already there and around, there are so many of us that love you, so many beings that are here consistently supporting you. And I do hope to encourage you shifting your awareness to that support and making the decision to be open to receive. I love you. Thank you for joining me and the channel and the rest that tune in. Thank you for interacting with me in this way, whether live at the moment that the channel is speaking it or following a recorded version later. For I will still work with you in real time. I love you. Thank you for joining. I love you. Good evening. I will step back from the channel now. Namaste. And so as you keep breathing, allowing those energies to move, settle, and integrate, you can take all the time you'd like to come back to your body, come back to the room you're in, as you're ready to sit up if you're laying down, or begin to move your neck, fingers, toes, different joints, whether you're laying down or sitting. Of course, taking all the time you would like. right. Again, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the meditation. Again, you can catch us live every Monday, 8 p.m. Central on Facebook Live, facebook.com/Kevin Oberhausen official. You can also check out recordings of these meditations for download or streaming at kevinoberhausen.com/guided meditations. There's a dash between the two words, so guided meditations. And you can also check out the show notes for this podcast at kevinoberhausen.com/005, or you can go to kevinoberhausen.com/podcast to check out all the previous episodes. You can also find the Spiritual Millennial podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.